Hello and welcome! Today you can see me making a furniture from the House of Miniatures. It is called the Breakfront. From the packaging you can see that I am using a German version here, which is called Minimundus. On the German version it is stated it is supposed to be a book board. On the English version it is said it's called a Breakfront. From the year round about 1760. So this is my first House of Miniature kit, and I was very excited to see how the quality is, because as you all maybe know, it is one of the more expensive ones. And this one particularly I bought on eBay many years ago, and I never really came to a point where I needed any furniture. So I'm building a dollhouse. It is the Beacon Hill dollhouse from Greenleaf. You are maybe familiar with this one. And so now I'm on a point where I do need some furniture, and I do want to build them. So I don't want to buy complete furniture or finished furniture, because I do want to stain them myself and make them all look equal within one room. So you've seen my cat here. She's a very kind, sweet angel. I love her so much. And she never ruins anything by walking on my table. Everything is still in place. Nothing is touched. Nothing gets damaged. She's an angel, as I've said. So let's come back to the topic here. So I'm very impressed with the quality. Speaking of the Greenleaf Beacon Hill dollhouse, the quality of the wood, I'm sorry for that, the quality of the wood is not so good. But here from House of Miniatures, it's perfect quality. I love it. There is only so little where I have to use sandpaper, and only 2 pieces didn't match. 2 very small pieces, but it was so easy to bring them to the right size. It has been on the lower part of the board, the middle doors, there's a curved part, you will see it later, and this has been just a millimeter too long. I'm quite pleased with that anyway. You can also see the written instructions in the background. I'm always checking them. You can see me going with the finger through the lines and so on. It's also in German, because I'm from Germany. So, and it is also very detailed. It tells you when to use which part, of course, how to put them together, where to put attention to, what could help you, and also on which particular state you should finish the wood. And there are also some differences in how you can finish the wood. They're explaining different types of varnish, different types of staining, and the advantages and disadvantages of all of them. I do stain the wood, just with 1 layer, that's all. And it's also explained in the description that just staining it has a disadvantage. It makes some parts where you cut through the wood against the growing direction of the tree, if you get what I mean. These parts will go darker, they will suck up more color, and so they will go darker. And it also happens here in my case. You can see it every now and then that the shading of the part is not equal. I don't really mind that. I actually quite like it, because it makes it look more natural to me. Like this would have been the real wood color, and it is not stained. For my dollhouse, it should be an old board, and I won't use it for books. It will be in the 3rd story and the 3rd floor, next to the bedroom, to the master's bedroom, and I will use it for storing fabrics. like clothes or towels, bed sheets, whatever, blankets, whatever you can think of. It will stay empty for a while, but let's see. I'm taking you there. I'm taking you with me what I'm going to put in there. But be patient. It will take a while until I get to that step. I'm still working on the interior of the house, and I think I will show you later in a different video what that house is and how it looks, what stage it is in, and so on. So the fact that some parts are a bit darker and some parts are a bit lighter do play into the fact that this is supposed to be an old board for my house. The last step I do for finishing the wood is to wax it. You haven't seen me doing this quite yet here in this video because I'm still staining all the little parts. You want to wax the surface after you glued everything. I did the mistake and I didn't glue the top part onto the lower part before waxing, and it didn't stick. Of course, how can it? So I had to clean the areas, put some glue on it, and that's it. Speaking of the glue, it is white glue. In Germany we call it wood glue. It is basically just simple white glue that dries transparent. It's one of my most favorite ones to use, and I mean it's wood. You glue it with wood glue. What else would you want to use? Already mentioned, I bought this kit on eBay many years ago, somewhere around 8 years ago or even more, I don't know. It was on eBay, where eBay was really used as a way where you can bid on things, where the price started on €1 and you could bid and go higher. So it was quite easy to make a bargain back then. Now it is not like that anymore. You always just have to buy now for this price and so on. So it is not so easy. I'm very happy that I got it. And it costed me around, I guess, 15 or 18 euros only. I was searching the internet and trying to find this specific board. And on German platforms it is not available anymore. You can find it on Amazon or on eBay, sold by private persons for over 120 euros, which is insane for me. But a very nice woman on Instagram just told me the English version of it, which is House of Miniatures, and said that it is called a Breakfront and it costs about $75 US. So I think this is much more reasonable, but from my point of view it is still quite expensive, but it is okay and it is manageable. But honestly, I wouldn't buy it for that price. So on the US you have something like Craigslist, I've heard. And eBay, at least in Germany, I don't know if it's for all European states, countries, but eBay has something similar in Germany, and this is very famous, like Craigslist. And there it is still possible to get a bargain. It's not easy there as well, because nowadays you just Google. You know what you have, you know the value, you know the original prices, and you do, of course, want to get the highest price that you can get. I mean, it's valuable. So I'm still searching for good prices every now and then. I do want to come back to this board. There's not very much to complain about, just maybe a little detail that the back wall of the board is in a darker wood. I do not mean that it is stained, it's just a different kind of wood. So if you stain it in the same color as the rest, it will stay darker, of course. If you don't want that, you need to go with another solution of finishing it, which is a bit sad. For me, it's not a huge problem anyway. As I've told you, it's supposed to be an old board that was already some centuries old in my dollhouse, so it's going to be fine. Here I'm assembling the doors, which was quite tricky because this part is not explained in detail there, and I had to use sandpaper every now and then to make the doors work, because as you see here, because the harsh and straight line didn't make it movable, so it has to be round shaped. So this is the finished piece I've done. I'm quite pleased with the outcome, and as I can only repeat myself, I do love the quality. And here comes the Mitzi monster again. Mitzi translates to something like a kitten. But there's another thing that I do not really understand. You can see the original picture here and the board that was in there. There are so many differences and I don't get why. Is it still the same, or is it that I brought it on eBay? It was somehow misplaced. The kit inside was misplaced. I don't know. If you know it, if you have the same problem, please tell me. I'm just not sure what to think about it. If it is a mistake, if it was on purpose, if it was back then and nowadays it has changed, I have no idea. But anyway, I still love the board and I will use it. And I can just recommend it. So I hope you do like the board as well, and maybe you also like the video. And we will see and hear us again next time. Bye bye.